October 7th, 1571. The largest naval battle in Mediterranean history is about to begin. On one side, the Ottoman Empire, the most powerful military force on Earth. 300 warships bearing down on a fractured, outnumbered European Christian fleet. Europe was terrified. The odds were brutal. The coastline of Christendom was at stake. Pope Pius V had done everything he could, but he knew the math. His fleet was smaller. His alliance was fractured. His admirals were bickering. So he did the only thing he had left. He called all of Rome to pray the Rosary. In churches, in streets, in homes, the beads moved through fingers, hour after hour. And then, in a battle no one expected them to win, the Christian fleet, led by Don John of Austria, crushed the Ottoman navy. 230 enemy ships destroyed or captured. The threat to Europe broken. When news reached Pope Pius V, who was in a meeting at the Vatican, historians record that he suddenly stopped, walked to a window, and stood in silence for a long moment. Then he turned and said, "Let us set aside business. Our great task at this moment is to thank God for the victory he has given to the Christian forces." He attributed the entire victory to the Rosary. October 7th is still celebrated as the Feast of Our Lady of the Rosary. After Lepanto, the Rosary was no longer just a prayer. It was a symbol, a rallying point, a source of identity. Over the next 3 centuries, it spread to every corner of the globe, carried by missionaries into Africa, Asia, the Americas, taught to children who couldn't read, prayed by slaves who had nothing else, whispered by the sick, the imprisoned, the dying. It became the prayer of people with nothing to lose. In England, where Catholicism was outlawed under penalty of death, possession of a rosary was enough to get you executed. Priests hid them in their clothing. Families buried them in their gardens. The bead that counted prayers became an act of dangerous defiance, and the more it was persecuted, the deeper it rooted. May 13th, 1917. A small village in Portugal called Fatima. 3 shepherd children, the oldest just 10 years old, claimed to see a vision of a woman in brilliant white light. She appears 6 times over 6 months. Crowds grow from a few hundred to 70,000 people coming to witness. On October 13th, 1917, the day she promised a sign, 70,000 people stood in a muddy field in the rain. And then the sun, by the account of thousands of witnesses, including secular newspaper reporters, appeared to spin and fall toward the earth. Whatever happened that day, it shook the world. And the message the children said she gave? Simple, urgent, repeated again and again.
Pray the Rosary every day.
The Fatima apparitions, coming in the same year as the Russian Revolution, as the worst of World War I, felt to millions like a direct warning from heaven about the direction of history. The Rosary was no longer just a prayer, it was a plea. Right now, as you watch this, the Rosary is being prayed somewhere on earth. In hospital rooms, in prison cells, in war zones, in quiet bedrooms before dawn. It has never stopped for over 1,000 years. It survived the Roman Empire's fall, the Black Death, the Reformation, 2 world wars, the 20th century's assault on faith. It is the same prayer that a monk counted with pebbles in a desert cave. The same beads that Dominic held with shaking hands, that sailed into the Battle of Lepanto, that were buried in English soil to protect them. Whatever you believe, the Rosary is one of the most enduring human acts in history. An unbroken thread of prayer stretching from the ancient desert all the way to now. If that doesn't move you, nothing will. Like, follow, and turn on notification for more videos like this.